Hello there, I'm James Lott Jr., and I don't normally watch that. So I decided to check out Emily in Paris. Excuse me, Emily in Paris. My voice just like stopped for a second. I had heard about it for the last 3 years. It came out on Netflix in 2020. And it's from the creator of Sex and the City, Darren Star. And so folks were like, it's like a Sex and the City, but it's in Paris and blah blah blah. You should watch it. Now I have to tell you, I yes, I do the soaps, daytime soaps. I do like a lot of primetime soaps. But I'm not a soapy person. I'm just not for some reason when it comes to programming that's not called a soap or anything. Um, I like Sex and the City, of course, but I like everything that's like that. I like the show called The Starter Wife. I like that one. The writing's clever and it's I don't know if I can relate to it a little bit, then possibly. But I don't like everything that's like everything I liked. Just I don't know, weird way to say that. But it's but there's a show there were some shows that I watched a show called A Partner Track. But I wouldn't only watch end up liking that. I might do a show on that actually. But this one I had no desire to watch it. I just was like, okay, well, it's a show, and there's a lot of shows out there. It's on Netflix, and I was just like, I'm not gonna watch it. Well, sometimes what happens when you're on Netflix, when you finish a program, I just finished a series. I watched the episodes of it, I finished it, and it gave me a suggestion. And the suggestion was Emily in Paris. And I played an episode from a future season. I said, James, you have some time. Let's actually explore it. It's just like now, let's explore it and just like do it. And I watched the first, I'm season one, watched the first episode. I was hooked. Second episode, I'm hooked. Third episode, I'm in the middle of season one of Emily in Paris. I know third season just started not too long ago. But I like it so far. And now I want to see, and now I'm hooked enough on her, the lead character, to want to see where she goes. The lead character played by Lily Collins. You like Lily Collins? Yes. Phil Collins' daughter. You like Phil Collins? Yes. She's Studio Phil Collins, Into the Air Tonight, Phil Collins. Genesis is Phil Collins. Well, Genesis is Phil Collins, his daughter. Full on acting career. Great. She's great. She's from the Midwest. Her character's from the Midwest and everything, and gets a job in Paris because Kate Walsh, who I love, and she protected at all costs, gets pregnant and she can't go, and so it's her. And I think it's a great. The first couple episodes were great because it showed how the French are towards Americans sometimes. And I have my own personal experiences with that years ago. And it was very realistic, and how American we can be. That's kind of the funny part about that. They're showing us how American we are versus how European and French they are. It's actually a great mixture. It's not like ragging on either or the more making either look like a villain. There's a balance so far. I mean, I don't know the rest, but so far there's a balance, and I actually like that. Because I was like, we're going to American bash, so I can watch the show. Maybe if we French bash, I'm not going to watch the show either. But it's a little bit of both. They had a great episode talking about how she was there early and they're not there early. That's how time is different in Europe. How basically we don't live to where we work to live, and all this stuff, which is great messages. And all the characters, I'm getting to know them, but they're all pretty distinctive, like that tuna ensemble cast. But Lily Collins, is actually very engaging. And now I want to say, and now and I'm at the point, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, where her and her boyfriend are having problems with the long distance stuff. I have no idea what's going to go. I'm very excited to watch it, but I normally wouldn't watch a show like this, but I'm glad I'm actually watching it and I want to see what happens. And that's why I want to tell you about it out there. If you're on the fence of watching the show, you're like, well, can we swim into? I say jump off the fence, try it out. You might like it. Because me, if Emily's in Paris, I want to get invested in her being in Paris and what that means. And so far I am. I'm James Lott Jr. Emily in Paris is on Netflix. I'm here on JLJ Media. I'll see you next time.